Good morning. We are the OHS Sax Quartet 1. Today we'll be playing the first movement Andante from Eugene Gross's Andante e Scherzo. Hope you enjoy.
That was fantastic. I have a saxophone quartet in